Good morning, everybody. Good morning to all my new subscribers. My name is Destiny, and welcome to my channel, Day 27 Healing. But anywho, hope you guys had a great morning. I am sitting in the parking lot of my apartment complex because I dropped the kids off at school this morning. I've been sitting out here on my phone. I don't know about y'all, but I know plenty of people do it when they get home from dropping the kids off at school in the morning, or when they get out from work, they gotta sit in the car and just chill for a second. I know I do. I like my personal space. I like my me time. I just like my time to be alone. And yeah, but anywho, hope y'all day is starting out great. Some of you guys may not see this video right away, but when you get off work, whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about spiritual baths. And if you are someone that does any type of spell work, whether it's root work, Wiccan, you do voodoo or anything, it is important to take spiritual baths. Now, there are a lot of different ways you can take spiritual bath with different herbs and oils. Florida water is really big on that. And I know sometimes people have that question of, well, like, I'm really sensitive, in my private area. This is, for females. Males, if you're doing it, this applies to you too. When you're really sensitive, a lot of things that I've saw to make it easier for you is to actually get the herbs together. You can boil them, for a few minutes. Like, go look up online and see what's how long different herbs can be boiled, but before they start to break down to where they're not effective, if that makes sense. And you can boil them, and then you run your bath water or whatever, and then you can pour it in there. I'll say if you're gonna sit in there for like half of the time, like just say you're gonna do 15 minutes, 7.5 minutes, then the last 7.5 minutes, just pour your stuff in there. Or you can, don't pour anything in the water and just dip your towel in the actual little pot or whatever that you boil with the herbs. Now, don't do this as soon as you get it out the damn stove, because I don't want you to burn yourself. Be like, oh, Destiny said dip your towel in the pot. Nah, 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 nah. Just wait, let it cool off a little bit, because I don't want nobody with second and third degree burns and y'all trying to put a root on me. No, that ain't what I'm saying. But there's so many ways you can take spiritual baths. They have baths like catered to certain gods and goddesses. Like, you can take an Oshun, bath, and to feel the energy of her, when you need some of her energy or her to help you. Everything doesn't have to be spell work all of the time. And a lot of people hear ritual work and think it's automatically a spell. Ritual work can be spiritual baths, like if you don't want to do all the extra stuff. Now, I will say this: some things that you do, you're gonna have to actually do it step by step, and not it's not gonna be successful, or it might backfire on you. So just be careful with that. And like, for me, being a psychic, I have to make sure I spiritually cleanse myself. I have to make sure that I'm grounded and protected, because I used to find myself sometimes jumping right into a reading without grounding myself. Now, did the reading go bad? Did the evil spirit come and do all that? No, but after I'm done with the reading, I am so drained or so tired to where I don't feel like going throughout the rest of my day. But when I ground myself after I'm done with my reading, I'm energized and I'm ready to go. Oh, and another thing, I'm gonna do a video on grounding, but I do want to say this. I know sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't have nature around me," or something like that. If you have a nearby park, you can go there, or somewhere where grass is, where you can put your feet in the grass where ain't nobody gonna look at you crazy. I mean, even if they do, just tell me you grounding yourself to the earth, because the earth helps remove a lot of toxins and stuff from your body too. But if you can't do that, go in your bathroom and run water on your feet and ground yourself. You can sit in the tub and do this, or sit on the side of the tub. I'll say get you something to put under your butt, because we all know that surface of the tub It's hard, and that's not good for that ass. So yeah, but back to the spiritual baths. It's really important to take spiritual baths because it removes a lot of negative energy. It removes a lot of toxins because toxins are negative energy. Um, it can remove spirits that are trying to attach to you. Now, if someone has actually tried to put a hex or a jinx on you or some type of dark work, and you start to feel the effects of it, sometimes one spiritual bath isn't going to be enough. You might have to create a routine where you have to do a bath for 3 days, 7 days, or 9 days. It just depends. And it might be other type of work you have to do to that. But since we're just talking about spiritual baths, I just want to give you an idea. Or just let's say, nobody put work on you. Just let's say you don't do any spiritual work at all. You don't do no psychic readings, Reiki healing. Let's say you don't do any of that. Do you still need spiritual baths? Yes, because they are vital and they are important, because no matter whether you do spiritual work or not, or whether you believe in the spiritual realm or not, it's there. And oftentimes a lot of people that aren't aware of it get attacked the most, because when you're aware of it and things like that, your guides and stuff are protecting you and guiding you, because they know you know about it, and they know more than what you know in that aspect. They know what's going on. We have the gift of being able to see things, psychics and stuff like that, or people that do spiritual work, but we can't see everything in the spiritual world. And for people that don't believe in this or nothing like that, you have your guides and your angels too, but you're not communicating with them and contacting them. Will they still protect you and do things for you? Yes, but you got to do your part too, because when spirits see that you're open and you don't know how to protect yourself spiritually, they hop on that, because that feeds them energy to make them stronger. And think about it, the veil is thinning, so they don't have to do as much work to get to people like that anymore. So it's very important that you protect yourself at all times. I don't care what religion you're in, what you believe in, how you feel about all of this stuff. Like, you need to always ground and protect yourself. Even if you don't believe a spirit can come sit on the end of your bed and scare the shit out you, you need to protect yourself, okay? And there are a lot of herbs and stuff out there that you can use to to cleanse yourself. You can use sage, I think mugwort, um, chamomile. What's the other one? I can't remember all of them because there are a lot, and there's a lot of different ways you can do your spiritual baths. You can actually use crystals in your spiritual bath. You can use different oils. Like, just let's say you don't want to use the actual herbs because you don't want that stuff to get stuck in your drain and cause your drain to get clogged. You can use like the oils, like sage oil. You can use tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, different essential oils and things like that. You can even use coconut oil, because coconut oil is like an antibacterial, antifungal. I mean, it can remove negativity too. Like, just to say you don't have the stuff you need, and just let's say you got coconut oil, set your intention and pray over your coconut oil, and you can use that. Your angels and guides, they're going to do the best to accommodate you, especially when you're trying. Now, if somebody done did some crazy shit to you, you might want to get a little bit more than some coconut oil or essential oils. And my thing is, if you do use herbs, to me, honestly, it's better because it's stronger, because it's actually something from the earth. And oftentimes certain oils and stuff happen to get diluted, or you got to think about who's the production company that made it, how they processed it and stuff like that. And sometimes we don't have information of that. But when you get herbs, it's a little bit easier. Even if you get it from somewhere you're not familiar with, most people get stuff from where they're familiar with, so I just want to put that out there. But even if you're not, you can still bless it and knows that it come from earth. And if you're not sure how that certain herb looks, Google it online, look it up. Or you can actually buy this book. I think it's called Encyclopedia of Herbs. And there's another book by this lady named Catherine. She owns the company Lucky Mojo. It's called Hoodoo Herb and Magic. I can't remember the name of it. It's a green book. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Amazon and look that book up, and I'll put it in there. Now this book got stuff in there on how you do spells, so you know what? I just put the encyclopedia on there. I'm gonna put both of them on there, as a matter of fact. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, it's important to take spiritual baths because sometimes you can just have negative energy on you. You might not have no spirits or nothing like that or trying to mess with you. It's not gonna always be a spirit on you trying to mess with you. So don't be thinking, oh, it's a spirit on me. Sometimes you can just have negative energies on you from the people that you're around all the time, and you might not even be aware of it because you might have a friend that's always happy and jolly, but internally she might be suffering from depression and not telling nobody. So if you're around her all the time, eventually that energy can transfer on you, and then you sitting there feeling agitated or sad, and you like, where the hell is this coming from? Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And if you want to look up spiritual baths, you can look them up on Pinterest. You can look them up on YouTube has a lot of good videos. And I'm going to say this, just because some people on here have a big following does not mean that they're always correct in the things they do. So I would say do a little research. Me personally, I would say go look up the herbs and things that you're needing pertaining to the type of spiritual bath you want to take, because you can take a spiritual bath to get better energy. You know, you can just take a spiritual bath just for self-care. You might be positive, no bad energy at all. You know, it doesn't just have to be a spiritual bath when negative stuff is happening too. I want to point that out because I don't want nobody thinking, oh, I gotta wait till something bad happens to have a spiritual bath. No, you can take a spiritual bath anytime you want. And you know, I know some people might not want to sit in the tub. I mean, you got your shower, let the water run on you. You know, have your pot of your little stuff, wipe yourself down. Numbers are like magic. Like you have 3, 7, 9, 13. So like just let's say if you're doing a uncrossing or something like that, you know, you might want to cleanse yourself 13 times. You know, it's just a lot of ways you can do it. I'm just throwing it out there, but I want you to do your own research because just like I'm telling you, you know, this on a basic level, I'm still learning myself because I know last night I did a little bit of work. So I had to go, you know, do a spiritual cleanse of myself. Me personally, I mean, I like sitting in the tub and doing it every now and again. But last night I did it through the shower. I just listened and paid attention to my ancestors. And, you know, I cleansed myself, you know, 9 times. And I just used my regular tea tree oil soap I got. I cleansed myself 9 times. Then after that, I put 9 daps of Florida water on that towel, and I wiped myself down with that from my head to my feet 9 times. Then I did one final rinse, and I did the dusting of the energy off. Like you can literally dust energy off of you, but that ain't gonna work if you got some shit on you that's attached to you. That's why spiritual baths and things like that are important. But yeah, I did that. You know, a lot of times, you know, people are, you know, trying to learn this stuff and doing, they're trying to read everything, they're trying to get answers, they're looking for a mentor. It's okay to have a mentor, but you need to get out and look and do this stuff on your own sometimes. Stop asking somebody to help you. Now if it's something where you really trying to do a big spell or, you know, trying to attract something to you, okay, get a little bit of advice, but do what your intuition tells you. Allow your ancestors to speak to you. Your ancestors are there to help you, you know, with things like this. And not, you know, and just in life in general. So if you're not sure and you don't have nobody you can't reach out to, you don't feel comfortable talking about it like that, listen to your ancestors. They never tell you wrong. Because I say, like, for example, last night when I was doing my work, I wasn't thinking about it, but after I got done, it was like, hey, light your white candle. It's not gonna always be them saying like, hey Jane or hey Joe, do this. Sometimes it'll just come to your mind as if it's your own thought. You get what I'm saying? Because all of our thoughts are not always our thoughts. Whatever vibration you in, you can still receive thoughts of other people if y'all on the same frequency, if that makes sense. That's another video for another day. But in the meantime, I just wanted to tell people the importance of it, especially with the veil thinning. No matter who you are, do some type of spiritual bath. Look up herbs that are designed to fight off negativity or keep bad spirits away, especially if you're a person that does a lot of root work. And when I say root work, I'm meaning like root work to where you might be jinxing or hexing people or doing, dark magic. That's what I'm saying. But root work doesn't just mean that you do dark magic. Root work means you out here pulling herbs out the ground, or you buying herbs and you doing other healing magic and stuff too. But I know a lot of people hear root work, so they think dark magic. So I just wanted to give you an idea. But that root work is not just catered to dark magic. It's like you could do either or with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys enjoy your day and keep yourself protected out there. Oh, and even if you're not in the spirituality and nothing like that, still ground and protect yourself. You can get up and say you a prayer every day. You can or do a meditation, like whatever you got to do. You can read Psalms in the Bible. I know a lot of people like, what? Didn't she say she didn't go to church? I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people probably gonna be like, what? The Bible is one of the most known spell books in the world. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, all of that stuff in the Bible, you believe it or not, a lot of magical practices use the Bible, and their stuff works effectively. Do all of the people that use it believe in God or believe in the church? No, and it still works for them. But we'll talk about religion and all of that one day soon. I got to get my mind right and actually structure some stuff out for that one. But I just wanted to holler at y'all and let y'all know the importance of spiritual baths. Oh, and again, look up those different herbs and oils and see what they cater to. And, check out YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of witches and stuff on here that tell you about spiritual baths, or they're just people on here that's into spirituality. Whatever floats your boat. No one is going to put a spell on you for watching their YouTube video. So, there you have it. Y'all have a good day.